It's now time for the Sprint Best Hands competition, Sprint Power Up. Now, each player in the Sprint Best Hands competition will have to run the gauntlet, and on the way down running the gauntlet, catch 6 passes, touch the line, and then on the way back, catch 4 passes, and the last catch must be done with both feet in bounds. And Kara Henderson is with 2 or 3 of the main competitors. Who do you have there, Kara?
We're with Steve Smith, Andre Johnson, and he won't let me even call him Chad Johnson. Why not?
Ocho Cinco.
Ocho Cinco. He won't even go by his own name. You and Chad went to junior college together, Steve. Is there going to be some smack talking going on here?
No, not really. I mean, he already knows what goes on. You know, I'm 1, he's 2.
Did you hear that? He said 1, 2. What about you? Where do you fit into the mix?
They count me out, but I'm going to surprise everybody.
Right. And being that 102, he's talking about from short to tall. 1, 2.
I think we see where this is all going to go. Let's get to the competition.
All right, to help us get through the Sprint Best Hands competition is the winner of the State Farm Open Field competition, fresh off his victory here at the Skills Challenge, Ed Reed. Congratulations there, Ed.
Thanks, Rich. Appreciate it.
So who do you think's going to win this Sprint Best Hands competition?
Well, I mean, you got a bunch of guys that's pretty good in it. You know, you got Andre Johnson and those guys. He a hurricane, so I got to root for Andre.
Okay, so you think Andre's going to win this thing?
Definitely.
Okay.
Rich, I'm still trying to find out why Ed Reed isn't in there. He catches the ball when it's not even thrown to him.
I couldn't get in this one. I mean, it's the receivers.
Again, these guys are going to have to run the gauntlet, catch 6 balls on the way down, then catch 4 on the way back. 3 seconds added to their time for each drop ball, and the last pass must be caught with both feet in bounds.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, you got to catch 2 first.
There you go. He's got to catch 6 all the way down. No drop balls. Did he get both feet in?
Bolger kind of waited to throw it to him.
It appears he did.
I'm done.
16.5 seconds and no drop balls.
No,
That was a good run there
for Donald Driver.
Donald Driver, that was a good run.
Yeah, he set the pace.
He did. Coming back, that's gonna be good. The guy that can put that foot in the ground and run that nice comeback to turn back around and come downfield is gonna be it's gonna have a lot to say in who wins this.
And he got both feet in there. Kara Henderson.
Well, Donald, towards the end there, it looked like you almost did a Lambeau leap into the stands. What was up with that?
You know, I felt like I was back at home, so I was trying to get a crowd what they wanted, but I couldn't make it over the wall. Too tired.
And now it's time for Andre Johnson, a second-time selection for the Pro Bowl. That's a tough lineup to crack, too, that AFC wide receiver lineup, too, for Andre Johnson.
Andre got to root for the Hurricanes.
The time to beat. Here we go. Running the gauntlet.
Oh, yeah, that's ridiculous right there.
Puts the ball down. Now he's on his way back. He's got to catch 4. 2 more. And there's the last one. And you get them both in.
You get him in?
Got him in. That was a good run. So far, Rich, the ball hasn't touched the
Oh,
ground.
he got me. I ain't sweating that.
15.8. We've got a leader. And it's Andre Johnson out of the U.
The U.
Andre Johnson's time,
He's the wide receiver from the U, and he hardly says a word, Ed. That's a little strange, isn't it?
Dre is just quiet. He always been quiet. I don't know why he's like that, but it's him, and he gets it done.
So now it's time for Jason Witten, the 3-time Pro Bowl tight end. We've got a tight end. All right, we'll see. 20 seconds? You're saying 20 seconds, Ed Reed?
20. About 20 seconds.
All right, well, there you go.
Maybe faster.
Well, he's putting the ball down, and now he's got to go back and catch 4.
He's trying to pull up his pants while you run.
It's trouble. Here we go, last one. Get it in.
Might be 25.
25 seconds? 20. Come on, Ed.
I'm trying to help him out.
17.1. 17.1.
I was way off.
Now it's time for one of the favorites of this competition, Steve Smith.
Steve Smith.
Well, Steve Smith's the type of guy that you need to get a jam on. Obviously, there'll be no jam in the gauntlet here in the Sprint Best Hands competition. Anquan Bolden and D'Angelo Hall, however, demonstrate the art of the jam.
Best corner alive since the old 2-1 retires.
How y'all doing? I'm D'Angelo Hall of the Atlanta Falcons. I'm here joined with Anquan Bolden of the Arizona Cardinals.
Hey, man, hey, right now is the time.
I'm gonna talk to y'all about how to jam receivers at the line of scrimmage. All right, it's two kinds of jams basically for two kinds of receivers. Anquan is kind of a mixed breed. He's a big, strong receiver, but at the same time, he's a fast guy and he can give you some moves at the line. When you're jamming a smaller guy, I want to give a little bit of ground, because if I just stand here, juke a little bit, and I reach, he'll lose me. When you got a bigger receiver, you can almost just sit here and catch the guy. So as he comes to you, you can almost just sit here and catch him. I'm sort of fast, so I can just sit here and I can make Anquan run outside. Go ahead, outside. I can get my hand on him, push him out, and all he can run is a fade. The quarterback has to throw it perfect. I'm inside right here. My sideline is my other defender. So he has to put it perfect right in Anquan's outside hands, and that's the only way I really can't stop it, and I'm gonna try hard to stop it.
From a receiver standpoint, getting off the jam, I think is the same way. You have two kind of corners. You have the big physical corner, guys that like to get up in your face. And then you have the smaller corners, guys that skate a little bit. What I mean by skate is when you come up, a guy that kind of, just backs off a little bit. So if a guy skates, and you don't want to waste too much time, you just want to give him a move and just go. But if a guy really try to get his hands on you, for us, we're taught to get him off of his base. So I might take a hard step this way, get him to commit, use my hands, and get by.
The biggest problem with young corners trying to press, I had a hard time getting out of it. As soon as I up on a guy, when he goes, my hands are up, but I like to drop him sometimes. So I have to sit there and tell myself, sometimes hold my jersey, and when he goes, and then I get to shoot my hands. You can't waste a second, because if you waste that second, Anquan's already pushing me aside to one way, and he's up the field.
It's time for Steve Smith now. I think he's going to win this one. What do you think of that? I'm going to go out and say that.
We're going to see.
He's got to beat 15 seconds. Off and running. Oh, he's moving. Putting it down. He's not coming back. Oh, he's going to crush it. One more, getting his feet. Oh, he's dead.
Oh, yeah.
He crushed it.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good time.
Yeah. And boy, did Steve Smith power it up. He leads this competition by 1/10 of a second over Andre Johnson. Now coming up is Roy Williams, the first-time Pro Bowler, a lone wolf. There are no other Detroit Lions here. Roy Williams is here, and he's going to try and win this competition. That is for sure. He's off and running on the gauntlet. Oh, almost dropped it. That would have been a 3-second penalty, but instead it slowed him up probably.
That's one of them acrobatics that I was talking about.
That almost drop maybe have cost him, Rich. Cost him some time.
Yeah, it did. He stumbled a bit.
That was the one. Nice job. Oh. Still haven't seen a ball on the turf yet.
Still hadn't.
That's why it's all receivers, Rich.
16.1, so it did cost the Pro Bowl rookie.
Best hands.
That was a heck of a catch by Roy Williams, but often these guys make the spectacular catch look routine. Here's a look at some of the Pro Bowlers' all-time favorites.
Greatest catch I ever saw was Dwight Clark, and that catch he made there in San Francisco to win the Super Bowl and everything is just an unbelievable catch. And when you play in the backyard, I mean, that's what you did. I dreamed of being Dwight Clark and catching that pass.
I'm a big Jerry Rice fan, and just the one-hand catches Jerry makes, I can't remember exactly what game, but he stretched out and caught it one hand like this and brung it in. It was amazing. And then also Lynn Swann, when he jumped over the guy's head and caught the ball, you get excited about catches like that.
The greatest catch I've ever seen would have to be Chad Johnson, the first game I ever played in. I threw him a deep fade route, and I threw the ball way too far inside. And Chad was on the outside, and he ran around the corner, dove inside the corner, caught the ball, and somehow landed on his head and flipped over into the end zone. The greatest catch I ever have seen just so happened to be my first touchdown pass in the NFL.
I'm gonna have to go with one of my guys, Joe Horn. He made a catch this year against Atlanta, at Atlanta. I kind of laid one up
high over a defender, and he jumped up with one hand and basically just caught the nose of the ball right in his palm and just stuck it, brought it in, got 2 feet down, hit the ground, popped up, and first down. I think those receivers like it when you put the ball a little bit out of their reach almost, because it allows them the opportunity to make that spectacular catch.
My rookie year, I called it my Jordan catch. Just jumped up, kind of had my legs spread like Jordan from the free throw line and hauled it in one-handed, kept 2 feet in. Pretty nice.
Torrey Holt, we were playing against the Seahawks. The circus catch, the bobble, kind of a little bit behind him. Torrey managed to grab it in.
It was a couple of years ago. Brandon Lord, actually, he made a tremendous catch. He leaped up, you know, for the ball with the opposite hand. You know, it was a tough catch for anybody to make, and he came down with it.
You see guys go across the middle and take a hit, and they still make the catch. I had one instance where I went up for a ball and got flipped.
I think everybody can catch a football one-handed if you're a wide receiver. I think everybody can dive and catch the ball. I think everybody can keep 2 feet in. I don't think a lot of people can go across the middle and still catch the football. You know, I think that's what makes a difference in the wide receiver.
I know I'm big. I'm sensitive about my weight now. Come on. Me and Jason fighting for the consolation prize.
17.1 is Jason Witten's time. So I guess in the mini sprint best hands competition for tight ends, Crumpler's got that one to beat. It's off and running in the gauntlet.
Look pretty smooth right now. Pretty smooth.
Here he comes.
Big fella moving, Rich. Big fella moving. Get him down.
He got him.
Somebody gotta stop him. Somebody gotta stop that train.
Hey, that was pretty good right there. That's 60 something, low 16, something like that.
16.8. He does beat Jason Witten's time by 0.3 of a second. So now here's Anquan Boldin of the Arizona Cardinals. He and Chad Johnson are the only ones remaining in this competition to try and knock off Steve Smith.
He's like a running back playing wide out.
And he's off and running. Oh, he whisked one. He didn't turn around.
Oh.
And there's a first drop.
Come on, Romo.
So it looks like it's going to be up to Chad Johnson. He just didn't turn around after catching one.
You gotta know where it's coming from. You got to know which way the ball is coming from.
Yeah, that boy big now.
So this is Boldin. He just looked a little late.
Right.
And then the ball was clearly behind him, and then that drop certainly did him in. 15.7, a time set by Chad's Santa Monica Community College teammate from years ago.
Rich, Chad means business. He came out of the glasses. He came out of the shades.
I'm actually a little nervous right now.
You see what is going to happen? See what's going to happen?
Here we go. He's off and running in the gauntlet.
Talk to me, see?
Oh, he's talking.
Where you at? Talk to me, Chad.
He's talking. Oh, wait a minute. He hit the wrong line. Oh, and he spills into
He held on to the ball.
finish line. But he seemed to
stumbled a bit.
Well, he stutter stepped at the wrong line. I think he thought that he had reached the line he should put the ball down on. And that's going to cost him.
Yeah.
Let's hear this time, Rich.
He still wins, though.
Wow.
15.5,
Wow.
Chad Johnson.
Hey.
Yeah.
It was rigged. They let him go last. See? I played under protest.